So welcome everybody, and I apologise, I seem to have laryngitis. A lot of cheering on last night. I'm putting that down to the reason why I can't talk. But I'd just like to say, for those of you, I'm sure everyone knows me actually, but for those that don't, my name is Norma Collins, and I would like to say a few quick words before we start this evening's entertainment. It is a great pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful community centre and to Tracton's Got Talent 2023. This is our second year holding this event, an event which showcases and celebrates some of the talents in our local community. We are blown away by the responses to last year's event, the standard of talent on show, and we think you'll be equally impressed tonight. This year, in response to the last year's disappointment of not being able to accommodate everyone who wanted to attend on the night, we are holding two shows, which were last night and today's matinee. Last night's event clashed with the Cork Tipperary game in Cork, and even though I think we were scheduled first, I think those of you who had forgone the match will not have any regrets. For an entry fee of a fraction of the cost of the match ticket and less than the price of a GAA Go Pass, they had got to see some of the best local talent on show and take comfort that all the money raised from the ticket sales goes to this beautiful community centre. The centre is a jewel in the heart of our local community and is centred admired across the country. As many of you know, the centre was the restoration of a former two-storey Georgian National School which had been set for demolition. However, through the vision and hard work by a core of community members and the generous financial support of persons local and beyond, it was transformed into this fantastic facility. I know we've mentioned it before, but this magnificent Inkwell Theatre, in which we sit today, has hosted a range of national and international stars, including names such as Van Brew Quartet, Inda Walsh, Luca Bloom, Mick Flannery and Martin Hayes. And while it is great to welcome these national and international stars to our locality, we are also truly blessed with some amazing talent on our doorstep. I welcome you here today, but I would like to give a special mention to a few of our guests. Carmen Murphy, who I believe should be here today, a past student of the school on these grounds that the centre replaced, and who has been a great supporter of the athletics club that adjoins the centre. Edmund Corrigan, who I know was here last night, and who is a great supporter of the community centre, and a most prominent educator and patron of the arts in Cork. And finally, Val Dempsey, who was also here last night, and was briefly educated on these grounds until they moved to the new school in the village, was a key founding member and driving force behind the restoration of the centre. As I said, all proceeds from ticket sales from tonight's events will go towards the upkeep and operation of the centre, and donations given for refreshments later during the interval will be donated to the Cork charity Homeless Drive, which does fantastic work in support of Cork's homeless in providing food, clothing and bedding. I thank you all in advance for your generous support. Before we progress, I would like to say thanks to all the people who have selflessly given up their time to help organise this event. As you all know, these events don't happen on their own, but it's only because of people's willingness to give up their time voluntarily we can hold such occasions. That is what makes this small community here so wonderful. Most importantly, I would like to thank all the participants who are performing today. Some of the talents who performed in 2022 returned last night and today, and we have some talent performing here for the very first time too. I think one of the main appeals of this event is the diversity and range of talents on show. Some of the performers are in their infancy on their artistic journey. I think our youngest performer today is 6. Others are more established and are at the peak of their powers and have performed at national and international levels. And finally, we have some of the most recognised talents in the community, performers who have entertained us for decades and some for over half a century. I know for you all it has taken a large amount of hard work and focus over the years for you to develop and hone your skills, and I also know it is not always the easiest to perform in front of a local crowd. For the younger performers in particular, I would like to thank their parents and mentors who have supported the development of these talents through coaching and other supports, including logistics and finance. To all of you here in attendance today, I very much hope you enjoy the opportunity to appreciate and celebrate the local talents in our community. I would ask that you give encouragement to all our acts and to maybe just give a short applause after each one. I am delighted to say that hosting today, we have Tracton's very own equivalents of Dancing with the Stars hosts, Jennifer Samborelli and Nikki Byrne. With that, I would like to welcome Michael Pickett and Barbara Ann Richardson. While Michael did a fantastic effort on his own last year, Barbara Ann has kindly agreed to help lighten the load for, this year as co-host. Barbara Ann definitely has the glamour of Jennifer Zamparelli, and Michael Pickett has, well, the weight of Nicky Byrne. Only kidding, Michael. Nicky Byrne hasn't got a patch on you. With that, I would like to hand you over to Michael and Barbara Ann. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul. So Barbara, and it was nearly half time when she joined me last night, so I'm going to work away on my own for the time being, okay? And thanks for inviting me back, Norma, to co-host this year. I was bribed last year, actually, with a big plate of beef inside the Tracton, with a bit of turkey on the side as well. So, just a couple of things before we start, okay? We might just try and limit kids in and out of the room. This is being live streamed, so I suppose it's just important that there's kind of little in and out. David Collins at the door, he's a lot more stricter than Derry. It was Derry was on the door last night, so I suppose we just try and keep everyone in the room till half time, alright? Half time, as Norma said, it'll be refreshments. There's 2 buckets on the table. One is for the homeless drive, the other I think is to cover the costs of the MCs, I think. But I know I'm joking, everybody's going to the homeless drive at half time, alright? So we get the show on the road. Just the first act up is actually Barbara Ann's group. So we have Boombastic Speech and Drama School, led by the multi-talented Barbara Ann Richardson. They will perform a tribute to Rodal. Okay, so put your hands together for them.
Books have sold more than 3 million copies worldwide, and he is known as one of the greatest storytellers for children of the 20th century. Our first piece is Goldie Pinklesweet from Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
Most important thing we've learned, so far as children are concerned, is never, ever let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. In almost every house we've been, we've watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out.
Last week in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they're hypnotized by it. Oh yes, we know it keeps them safe. They don't climb out the windowsill.
They never fight or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved tot? It rots the sense in the head.
It kills imagination dead.
It clogs and clutters up the mind.
It makes a child so dull and blind
that he can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland.
Their powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees.
Oh, right you'll cry, all right, you'll say, but if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain.
We'll answer this by asking you, what used the darling ones to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We'll say it very loud and slow.
They used to read. They'd read and read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more.
One half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the bedroom floor. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales.
This clever fox digs and digs and digs long tunnels underground to steal food from greedy farmers to feed his hungry family and friends. He is fantastic. A crazy inventor transforms an old racetrack into a magical flying machine to bring his family into a bang bang.
A spiteful, idle, unkept couple who continuously play nasty practical jokes on each other to amuse themselves and exercise their wickedness on their monkeys, the twits.
George decides to replace wrong unusual method with something he also has a more powerful effect. It is known as George's marvelous maze.
The story of a young orphan boy James who escapes an abusing home, and John Peach ending up in New York City. Along the way he makes new friends and discovers the joys of freedom and adventure. Embryo Sophie goes on an adventure of a lifetime, and the BFG, a nice giant who captures good dreams, brings her to Giant Country. There they attempt to stop the menacing giants who are invading the world.
Charlie lives in a poor wooden house with his family, but the twins are going to take him to the beautiful chocolate factory. Oh, books. What books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away. And in its place, you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall that fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the yells, the screams, the bites, the kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something good to read.
And once they start to grow boy, you watch the sun growing sun that fills their heart.
They'll grow so keen, they'll wonder what they've ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nauseating, foul, unclean.
Repulsive television screen.
Willy Wonka's Wonkabyte by Charlie in the Gay Glass Elevator.
Come on, old friends, and do what's right. Come make your lives as bright as bright. Just take a dose of this delight, this heavenly magic dynamite. You can't go wrong, you must go right.
It's Willy Wonka's Wonkabyte. You are old and have the shakes. All your bones are full of aches. If you can hardly walk tall. If living drives you up the wall, you're a grumpy full of spite. If
Then what you need is Wonka Bite.
Your eyes will shine, your hair will grow, your face and skin will start to glow. Your rotten teeth will all drop out, and in their place new teeth will sprout.
Those rolls of fat around your hips will vanish, and your wrinkled lips will turn so soft and rosy pink that all the boys will smile and wink and whisper secretly that this is just the girl they want to kiss.
But wait, for that is not the most important thing. Good looks you have, the looks aren't everything, you know. Each pill to you will give an extra 20 years to live.
So come, old friends, and do what's right. Come make your lives as bright as bright. Just take a dose of this delight, this heavenly magic dynamite. You can't go wrong, you must go right.
It's Willy Wonka's Wonka Bite!
Well done, that was wonderful. Right, next up we have three special young girls from Scoil Fanon who are doing some poetry. All members of the Pam Golden Drama Group. Rebecca O'Sullivan will recite I Won't by Michelle McGorian. Beck Kingston will recite The Meal by Carla Cuskin, and Erin McGlade will recite The Cubby by, that's marked down now, I'm not sure to the front now again, but we'll soon find out. Okay, put your hands together for them.
I Won't by Michelle McGorian. I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't do that. I don't want to. I don't have to. No, I won't wear that hat. I hate it. Yes, I hate it. Yes, I hate, hate, hate. You can't make me. I don't want to. I don't care if we are late. Yes, I'm naughty. Yes, I'm naughty. Yes, I know, no, no. But I won't wear that hat. So it's no, no, no. The Meal by Carla Cuskin. Timothy Tompkins had turnips and tea. The turnips were tiny. He ate at least 3, and then for dessert he had onions and ice. He liked them so much that he ordered it twice. He had 2 cups of ketchup, a prune and a pickle. Delicious, said Timothy. Well worth a nickel. He folded his napkin and hastened to add, it's one of the loveliest breakfasts I've had. Cubby by Jean Willis. Grandma had a lion cub with worn out ears and fur. It once belonged to a little boy who used to live with her. That little boy was my father. It gave me such a thrill to think that his kisses and cuddles are stuck to the lion cub still.
All right. Well done, girls. That was brilliant. Welcome back, Barbara. Love. Right, next up we have a very special young man. We have Callum McCarthy, a student of Scoil Fanon and the Cork School of Music. Callum will sing and play the piano. He'll first perform Shallow from the hit musical A Star is Born, and which was performed by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. He will then perform a French, it's blocked out here now again, sorry no, the writing is tiny. Gavotte, the French dance, okay? Thank you.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
well did he do doing both Lady Gaga and Bradley Coopers. I think he outdid both of them. So our next act, we're moving on to something very different. It's martial arts. It involves kicking, jumping and spinning. And three local boys in Scully-Fauna, Daniel Marin, Dara Oliver and Callum Oliver. And they're also in the Taekwondo school, and this is a Korean martial art form.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a step, and I kicked him from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah. But it fought with expert timing. There was Funky Billy Chin and little Sammy John. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took the ball and made a stand. Started swinging with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trick. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Correct. Union. Taekwondo.
Right, well done. You were looking at our Callum. Right, next up we have a senior infants class at Scully-Fauna, led by their teacher, Miss Kelly and Mary McCaig. They will sing 3 Feet Tall from the children's musical, The Grunge.
Oh my goodness, we got a real lesson there in what goes really on in the head of 6-year-olds, right? That was gorgeous. And a big thanks to Michael there for doing all the heavy lifting there at the beginning of the show. This job sharing is a great thing altogether. So next up we have, actually continuing on the Piggott team, it's Georgia Piggott. And Georgia is a grade 2 student of the Kinsale Music Academy. And Georgia will perform Let It Go, a song I think that most of our younger audience will know. And just for those who don't know, it's from Frozen, the hit musical.
Well done, Georgia. You can see where she gets it from now. Right. 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 So next up now we have the name of the song is Another Love by Another Piggott actually. So we have Reuben Piggott, who's a student at Scull Fanon and also a student at local music teacher Ciara Walton. He's going to perform the song Another Love from songwriter Tom Odell. Right, Reuben?
I wanna
sing a song that'll be just ours till I settle on to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up on another love, another love. All my tears have been used up. Oh, oh.
There's no doubt about it, but that the Pickett family are very talented, and more to come from them later on in the show. And I suppose, keeping it in the family way, I'm delighted to be able to introduce the next act. Two students from Knocknamanna National School, Grace Walsh and Katie Reid, and they'll perform You've Got a Friend in Me. It's a song written and first recorded by Randy Newman, but made famous in another hit with all the young people in the audience, the movie Toy Story. So Grace and Katie, we'll get you on stage.
You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some of the folks may be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, a friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Right, well done, Katie. Well done, Grace. That was fabulous. Right, the next guy was brilliant last night. All right, it's totally different. So I suppose, look, the beauty of this event is the diversity of talents. And I met this guy in the way out last night. Actually, asked him to know if he'd show me what he does, and he was keeping his cards very close to his chest. So I want you to welcome 10-year-old Oscar Nowotski. He's going to give us a lesson in solving Rubik's Cube. All right? Put your hands together for him.
Hello, today I'm going to be solving the Rubik's Cube. And does anybody in the audience want to mix it up?
everybody else would do. Here's another thing I can do. Thank you for watching.
Well done, Oscar. Between that and the taekwondo, now my heart is in my mouth here in the front row. My nerves aren't able for the tension of it all. That's really a super performance. So we're back to poetry, and we have a brother and sister, and also a sister actually of Katie who just sang. So we've James and Lucy Hosford and Macy Reid. And Macy is in school in Knocknamanna, and the Hosfords are in school in Scull-Finnan. And they're going to they've three actually very good funny poems. Piddling Peter, My Doggy Ate My Essay, and I Grew a Seed.
I planted some seeds. I planted some seeds in my garden today. They haven't come up yet. I hope they're okay. Shall I dig them all up? Take them back to the shop? After my money back, say they're a flop. Perhaps they were faulty, perhaps they were duff. Maybe they haven't been watered enough. I planted some seeds in my garden today. They haven't come off yet. I hope they're okay. My doggy ate my essay by Darren Sardelli. My dog ate my essay. He picked up all my mail. He cleaned my dirty closet and dusted with his tail. He straightened out my posters and swept my wooden floor. My parent almost fainted when he fixed my bedroom door. I did not try and stop him. He made my window shine. My room looked like a palace and my dresses smelled like pine. He puffed off every pillow and folded all my clothes. He even cleaned my fish tank with a toothbrush and a hose. I thought it was amazing to see him use a broom. I'm glad he ate my essay on how to clean my room.
Piddling Pete. A famous dog once came to town, known to his friends as Pete. His pedigree was 10 yards long, and his looks were hard to beat. He never missed a mark, he never missed a post, for piddling was his masterpiece, and piddling pleased the most. When they'd smelt him everywhere, the praise for him ran high, but when one looked underneath, Pete pilled in his eye. Just then, to show those city dogs that he didn't care a damn, he strolled into the grocery shop and piddled on the ham. Behind him, the city dogs debated what to do. They'd hold a piddling carnival, the hoop they'd put him through. But Pete was all the way with vigour and vim. Thousands of piddles, more or less, were all the same to him. And on went noble Pete, as tireless as a windmill. Very soon all those city dogs were piddled to a standstill. The city dog said, "Farewell, Pete, your piddling defeated us." But no one put them wise that Pete had diabetes.
And James. Well done, James and Lucy and Macy. Right, next up, we're delighted to welcome some of our more seasoned and emerging local talent. We have a guy there now who actually made the front page of the Irish Examiner there lately for something very rare, with 8 quintuplets, sheep, lambs actually there in the last couple of weeks. You probably recognise the face now when he comes up. And we have with him, then joining him is Tommy Collins, who's well known, needs no introduction. Tommy will be joined by his granddaughter, 6-year-old Fia O'Flaherty, to support Tommy sing The Golden Years of Old, an original song dedicated to his late wife, Maura. And we'll welcome Pat Cooney and Tommy Collins. Put your hands together.
another lovely performance. And I said it last night, one of the lovely things about this show and a lot of what happens in this community is that intergenerational aspect. I think it's something to be really cherished, actually, that young and old all come together to celebrate talents or sport or whatever it is. Even from the athletics club, there's that real blend of generations, and it's lovely to see it here on stage. So next up, we've got international performers. Two sisters again. It's Aisling and Emer Lombard. And they are going to do a mix of Irish dancing with some really kind of traditional and modern mixes into it. But before I invite Aisling and Emer to come on stage, just to say to you, this is the last act before our 15-minute interval. As Michael mentioned previously, there are teas and coffees and cakes being served in the Buckley room. And all of the cakes have been kindly donated and baked by our athletics group, and all of the fundraising will go towards Cork Homeless Drive. And a lot of the same volunteers actually with the athletics and other groups here are actually volunteering with the Homeless Drive in Cork, and see directly firsthand the increasing numbers of homeless on our streets and the need for the money. So we do appreciate any generosity at all you can give to that, and thanks to everyone for volunteering there. So without further ado, I'll welcome Aisling and Emer on stage.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Well done, girls. But that was incredible, wasn't it? I was getting dizzy at looking at the speed of the legs. It was frightening. So well done. So look, we'll take a break there for 15 minutes and we'll see you back here again after, alright?
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the teas and coffees and the lovely refreshments out there and all the gorgeous home baking. So we're now back to our second half, and we have another host of talent. And as Michael had said earlier, diversity is part of what we're showcasing here today. And this next performance will really, really showcase that, because we have Ava Kern, a student of Scoil Na Fionnán, and also with Carrigaline Gymnastics, and she's going to do a routine to Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I was screaming loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care what nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years, I miss my home. But there's a fire burning in my bones. Still believe. Yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I was screaming loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong.
Well done, Eva. Wasn't that just exceptional? Right? Just a word of warning as well, do not try that at home. Alright? No. Next up, we have Emma Sophia Ryan. We welcome her back from last year's performance, and she's a very young special talent altogether. She's the daughter of Mary McCaig, a multidisciplined musician who has performed on the international stage, and whom we've been very fortunate to have to teach music to our local kids in recent times. Now, she's also a daughter of Fintan Ryan, who'll be Batty and Jacqueline Smallfella. Alright? Emma Sophia will perform Naughty from Matilda and Top of the World from the Carpenters. So, welcome.
Thank
or in the creak of a floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mite packs the mightiest sting every day. Start with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Start with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. 'Cause if you're little, you can do well. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you don't have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I've seen. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that abounds ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learnt my name, and it's telling me that things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There is only one wish on my mind. When this day's through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that abounds ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that abounds ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Is the love that abounds ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world.
Wow. She blew us away last night, but I think she's showed even more of her strength in her performance. As we say in our drama group, shows are live, things happen, and we have to be agile and flexible. And Emma Sophia really showed us that actually on the stage, so we all could take a lesson from that. And there's a line in the song there's a line that in the song that says, just because you're little doesn't mean that you can't do a lot. Something like that. I'll probably get corrected later. And again, I think that was a demonstration. And all of the young people that we've seen on the stage here tonight, you know, just because they're little, they can do a lot. And for them, it's an enormous feat just to stand on this stage and say any few of their lines. So we're so proud of all of them. So thank you very much for showing us how it's done on the stage. Next up, we have an act returning from last year. And last year, he sang with his son and stole the show. There wasn't a dry eye in the house, I think, when they performed together. And I know they're here in support of their dad tonight. Local man, Alan Corcoran, who's going to perform 2 hit songs. The first is Always on My Mind, first made famous by Elvis. So we'll see if he pushes out the Elvis moves up for us today. And the second is Chasing Cars from Snow Patrol.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You're always on my mind. do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say and how I feel. Those 3 words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Just show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. I need your grace to remind me to find my own. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Just show me a garden that's bursting into life. All that I am, all that I ever was, just hearing your perfect eyes, they're all I can see. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Thank you.
Well done, Alan. Jeez, that was outstanding. Well done. Right, next up now, we're going to change things up a small bit here. We have we've a great community activist, one of Farnham Ryan's finest, in Shawnee Coleman, who's going to perform some storytelling. First, I think he's going to do Holiday in the Sun, and then he'll go on to do Mary Ann McGee. Okay? Give it up for Sean.
About a year ago or more, myself and the wife were talking about all the good times we have had and what we have done. And now she, the one thing my heart is longing for is a holiday in the sun. For lately I've been dreaming that I'm in this big jet plane and I'm landing in a country where there's no such thing as rain. And no match says I. And I'm landing in a country where there's no such thing as rain. And I'm lying on a sandy beach with a good book in my hand. And I'm wearing my bikini and my skin and cold and tan. And no match says I, 'tis just a dream. Would you have a bit of wit? You know, no, if that bikini isn't like a parachute, it will not fit. And I have no time for airplanes just whizzing across the sky. Sure, God would have fitted us with wings if He wanted us to fly. Well, with that she started belching about how good she was to me and how she slaved around the farm. And sure, I had to agree. Well, she left me feeling guilty, and in the end she won me round. So next morning, bright and early, me and her hit the town. Straight to the travel agents, managed to promptly go. And sure, I'd given her my commitment, and I couldn't tell her no. And in less than 20 minutes, with a twinkle in her eye, she were for Majorca, the first week in July. She was so excited, she could hardly wait. And we will have to buy some suntanol to protect us from the haze. Well, I followed her around and around the town, and my 2 feet they were sore. And the suntanol we bought in gallons, to cover her. Well, the weeks went quickly by, and as the time drew near, 2 days before it drew to fly, and I get the diarrhea. And Madge, she sent for a bottle to the chemist shop. Well, thank God it thickened, and in the end it stopped. I was feeling rightly until my 2 feet hit the plane. When in the toilet is where I sat, until we touched the skin. I could hear the captain wish us all a pleasant flight. And me here in my gloomy surroundings, trying to stop the shite. The heat was wicked upon that foreign side, and my ass was like a kettle. And on Madge I placed the course, and then they took us off to our hotel in an air-conditioned bus. Well, thank God we were driving in the middle of the night, because that old bucker was full bent and driving on the right. He did not know his highway code, that's one thing for sure. But if he drove like that back at home, he'd become one stupid whore. Well, the hotel, it was lovely, and that I have to say. And Madge, she took to the singing as she put her clothes away. And then she whispered, this could be our second honeymoon. Well, with that, the cramps there started. Says I, where's the bottle and the spoon? Well, to and fro the whole night long, from the toilet to the bed. I gave that Madge a swimsuit, and her pass went through my head. For it was laid out on the table like a blanket on a ditch. Says I hope the one that saw it knew who to stitch. Well, I was lying wide awake when the sun rose in the sky. And then I heard the sound of joyful cry. And was I dreaming, or did I hear the sound of water splash? So out to the back and I did quickly dash. Oh, the sights that I you see there. It took 50 years off my life. I felt like 23. A swimming pool half full of girls, and naked to the waist. A swimming half full, and naked to the waist. Oh, the blood was rushing through my veins. I was like a tormented beast. I gave one eye to her, and she was fast asleep. And my thoughts were far from Ireland, my cattle and my sheep. I shaved myself in record time and combed me lock of hair, and put on me new swim trunks that I swore I'd never wear. I might be easy going, but in certain things I'm not a fool. And in less than 30 seconds, I was sitting by the pool. Gazing all them bosoms, all colours and creations. Oh, what a pretty sight. And me, a snowy white. There was big ones, there was wee ones. Some did sway and some did flock. I was always total of the stair, but somehow I couldn't stop. And then I got talking to this lady with her hair up in a bun. She, why don't you come and join us and have a little bit of fun? God says I'd love to, but I couldn't swim a stroke. She there's no problem at all. And she put on me this rubber yoke. Well, she pulled me around the pool and I kicked and splashed away. And I thought if my farm was over here, I'd never lose a bale of hair. And then a shadow was blocking out the sun. And Madge, she was shouting at the woman with her hair up in the bun. Oh, I was so embarrassed. Take care of her raws and draws. And next, Madge was in the water, coming to me like Jaws. And the water, it had risen 3 inches around the pool. And Madge, she caught me by the neck and called me a bloody fool. She held me tightly by the arm and back up to our room, and the rest of our holiday was spent in doom and gloom. She sat in one corner reading a bloody book. I sat in the balcony with orders not to look. Oh, her gaze was piercing through me. It was like a gun to my neck. And from down below I could hear the girls, and they were having crack. I was tormented, I was frustrated, I was teased. My spirits were lower than a bull that had just been squeezed. Well, if I live to 100, I'll never be the man I used to be. And we're back in Ireland now, and I'm doing the things I always do. And sometimes my mind wanders back to the land with the sky so blue. Especially in the evening when I'm milking the old cow. And I'm thinking of all them old bosoms and what they are doing now. Oh, I daren't mention a holiday in case I get throttled. And Madge, she has her skin a golden tan from that stuff in a bottle. This is a story about an old lady who was dragged in off the street to do a set dance in a competition. And her name was Mary Ann McGee. Now Mary Ann had lost her man in a traffic accident. And from the hill that he'd been through, it was straight up above we went. Mary Ann collected the insurance and got on with her life, determined that before too long, she'd be someone else's wife. She accepted the invitation to dance the newborn set, and that in her newborn social outlet, a new man she would get. Rehearsals were held in the village hall, 5 nights a week, as Mary Ann kicked timber. Ah, the sweat flowed from her brow and cheek. She tried to remember all the moves. Oh, her brow and consternation neck. She was very enthusiastic, although she wasn't very fit. But she carried on relentlessly on, hard at practice night and day. And still, having a watchful eye for the men that came her way. Competition night arrived, and Mary Ann stood in the wings. Her body stiff with tension, and her nerves as tight as fiddle strings. She could see out into the audience, and her heart did skip a beat when she spotted an old boyfriend down in the front row seat. But something she didn't know then, but was to learn later, was that the man that she had known long years ago was now dead due to cancer. Her turn came to go on stage, and she marched out with the rest, determined to catch a man. She tried her best. The musicians, Pecconi and Connie Collins, started playing, and she braced herself to go, and hoped that in the judge's eyes, unnoticed she'd not go. But disaster clouds were lurking near, as her partner swung around the way hard. Her size 6 shoe left her foot, and went sailing through the air, heading towards the judge, seated in his chair. A gasp of consternation from the audience arose, as the spinning missile smacked him on the nose. The blood pumping down his face. Mary Ann, she was mortified. And as she get back up on stage, her mind was in a flap. But didn't things go from bad to worse when she felt the elastic snap? Wow, the cruel hand of fate was like some terrible disease, when what should have been up around her waist was down around her knees. Her face the colour of beetroot, she rushed out the wings, ignoring pleas to please come back. Ah, she'd not suffered again, not alone embarrassment. She rushed out to the car park, and she fumbled with the door keys. she sat into her motor and she took off like a rocket with immigration on her mind and her knickers in her.
I sit in many a community meeting with Sean Coleman, and I'll tell you that is a hidden talent. I'll never look at it the same again after hearing those stories after the last few nights. So next up, we've a lovely act. It's a local girl, Alex O'Riordan. She was a former student of Knocknamanna, and she's also a student actually of Ciara Walton, and a local singing teacher. And she's going to perform Yours by the British singer and songwriter Ella Henderson.
Well done, Alex. That was beautiful. Well done. Brilliant. Right, moving on now. We have another picket. Geez, there can't be many more of them left. Right, returning from last year as well, we have a former student of Scoilnafunon, Jane Piggott, who will perform Demons, a song by American rock band Imagine Dragons. Okay?
pickets. And I think what's interesting is when you, and I know there's a lot of you starting to learn piano, maybe some of the younger kids, my own two included, and when they're learning the caterpillar and the chords and they're thinking they're never going to progress, to hear that actually you can play rock songs and pop songs on the keyboard. So it's so nice to hear that on the piano. So next up we have a very special lady, Laura Buckley. And Laura has been supporting us behind the scenes in all of the creative material that you see in terms of tickets and the visual posters for the event here. And Laura performed last year and has been performing for a number of years. But in the last year, she's gone professional. And we'd like to think that Tracton's Got Talent had a small little part to play in that. But I think when you hear Laura's talent, you'll understand that actually her talent alone would deserve that she goes professional. And she is now playing with her partner Paul under the name of Southern Roots. And they're playing gigs in Kinsale and in Cork City. And she's also gone international. She went back to Marbella. Also maybe had a small impact on her over the last number of months. And tonight they're going to perform an original song that Laura composed during lockdown. And the song really is not just only represents COVID, but life in general. And then she'll follow that up with a Dolly Parton classic, Jolene. So Laura and Paul, welcome you to the stage.
Time bound, 'cause we're time bound. Yeah, we're time bound, and we're time bound. Make what you can of all you got. For this life, you only have one shot. Take a chance and have that dance. Stop and smile, if only for a while. We're time bound, 'cause we're time bound. Yeah, we're time bound. Yeah, we're time bound. Ooh. Take a breath and breathe it in. Listen with all your heart's content. The lilies bloom, the roses die, and we're left to wonder why. We're time bound. Yeah, we're time bound. Yeah, we're time bound. Oh, we're time bound. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have had your choice of man, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, Laura. Well done, Paul. Right, we're going to welcome back. We're going to welcome back Pat Cooney and Tommy Collins there for a bit of a medley of traditional tunes. And I forgot to mention earlier as well, Pat was he was a driving force when they were building this community centre. So I meant to say that earlier about you, Pat. So it's great to have you back again, and Tommy as well. All right. Good job.
fiery ring. Found by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame of fire. Burn, 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 the ring of fire. Oh, the ring of fire. Now the taste of love is sweet, ours like flowers meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a golden ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went high. Burn, 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 the ring of fire. Oh, the ring of fire. Now the taste of love is sweet, when ours like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went high. Burn, 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 the ring of fire. Oh, the ring of fire. Every night I sit here by my window, staring down that lonely avenue, watching lovers holding hands and laughing, thinking about the things we used to do, thinking of things like a walk in the park, things like a kiss in the dark, things like a sailboat ride. What about the night we cried? Things like a lover's vow, things that we don't do now, thinking about the things we used to do. Memories are all I have to cling to, and the heartaches are the friends I'm talking to. When I'm not thinking of just how much I love you, I'm just thinking about the things we used to do. Thinking of things like a walk in the park, things like a kiss at the dark, things like a sailboat ride. What about the night we cried? Things like a lover's heart, things that we don't do now. What about the things we used to do? I still can hear that jukebox softly playing, and the face I see each day belongs to you. There's not a single sound, for there's nobody else around. Just be thinking about the things we used to do. Thinking of things like a walk in the park, things like a kiss in the dark, things like a sailboat ride. What about the night we cried? Things like a lover's heart, things that we don't do. Thinking about the things we used to do. Thank you.
done, Tommy. Well done, Pat. Probably rush you off to do the cows. Let me know if you need a hand. Right, in continuation of musical instrument playing, Fiona Higgins will perform the Bar na Canuck by Brian Hughes on tin whistle, and will follow that with a jig.
Just before I play my next tune, it's actually my husband's birthday today, and he had to take the toddler away. So happy birthday, Brian, and yeah, we'll go for dinner next week.
It's wonderful to hear that instrument being played correctly. I know I certainly never played it like that and murdered a few tunes along the way in primary school. So next up we have another very, very, very special lady. So it's become a little bit of a ritual that's been established amongst the organising committee, started by Norma last year, for one of the committee to perform. And I suppose the essence of that is in really understanding that if we're going to ask other people to come up on the stage, and an appreciation for that's not easy, then actually one of the organising committee should do it. So this year it's the turn of the lovely Maeve Piggott, and I know for next year Catherine and Breda are out back there fighting over who's going to do it. So I've always had a huge admiration for Maeve since I met her. She's a real lady. She's absolutely a true sportswoman. She's a mean woman to set up an Excel spreadsheet as well. And now since I started working with Michael, I can put patience of a saint onto all of her attributes. And tonight we're going to hear her sing. And she will be performing Bright Blue Rose, composed by Jimmy McCarthy, and it was first sung by Christy Moore, then by Mary Black, and now by Maeve Piggott.
I skimmed across black water without once submerging on to the banks of an urban morning that hungers the first light much, much more than the mountains ever do. And she, like a ghost beside me, goes down with the ease of a dolphin and emerges unlearned, unshamed, unharmed. For she is a perfect creature, natural in every feature, and I am the geek with the alchemist stone. For all of you who must discover, for all who seek to understand, for having left the path of others, you find a very special hand. And it is a holy thing, and it is a precious time, and it is the only way. Forget-me-nots among the snow, it's always been, and so it goes, to ponder his death and his life eternally. One bright blue rose outlives all those 2,000 years, and still it goes to ponder his death and his life eternally.
Well done, Bev. It's not easy living with that talent. Myself and Harry feel absolutely useless altogether. Right, I don't know what to say about the next act now, the three lads, the Poteen boys. But I've been warned to tell you before you come on stage to go straight home after the concert this time. Keep away from Butlers. They went down to Butlers last night on the way home and played a couple of tunes there as well. So you have to go straight home after this. Alright? I think it's a surprise. I'm not sure what you're playing tonight. I think it's different to last night, but we won't be long finding out. And I was trying to get out of you when I brought you back from Butlers last night, but you wouldn't tell me. So I'll put your hands together for Davy Welch, Killian O'Mara, and Anthony O'Connell, the Poteen boys. I forgot to mention as well, this is our final act, okay? So they'll finish it out for us, okay?
small though. We don't.
We're just waiting for Killian there. He likes to keep the suspense going for the gigs. Like he's always good St. Finbar's man though. He was retired a couple of years ago. He said he sticks to music. And thanks a million to Mike for a lovely intro. Thank you, Mike. Right, we're going to play the first song we played last night. It's called Fisherman's Blues. So there's a big woo-hoo-hoo. So we'll hear the woo-hoo-hoo out of everybody in a minute. You ready?
Well, I wish I was a fisherman, drowning on the sea, far away from the dry land. It's bitter memory, casting out my sweet line with abandonment and love. No sailor bearing down on me, will save the starry skies above with light on my head. Yeah, you in my arms. And I wish I was a breaker on a Tracton fever train, crashing headlong into the heartlands, Canada in the rain. And with the beating of the sea and the burning of the coal, and the town flashing by me, put in a night that's full of soul with light on my head. Yeah, you in my arms. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, light on my head. You in my arms. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I know I will be loosened, the bonds that hold me fast, chains hung around me, while I fall away at last. Yeah, on that fine fateful day, I will take you in my arms. I will ride on a train. I will be that fisherman with light in my head. Yeah, you in my arms. Get light in my head.
Fisherman's Blues there. Lovely woohoo-hooing, especially all the Camogie Club there. I saw them all woohoo-hooing, so it was great. Lads, I want to say thanks to everybody for organising this incredible event. Will you give them a big bull of us, please? All our organisers. It's fantastic. As Mike always lets me know, I'm only a Kilkenny man, I'm only a blow in here, but it's fantastic to feel part of such a really, really rich community. You do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, it's really important, obviously, things like GA clubs and stuff like that, but to have a culture and an arts centre like this thriving in a small community like this, it's amazing. So give the lads a big bull of buzz for all the organising. It's brilliant. Speaking of culture, we're going to go kind of West Kerry direction with this one. This is a set of slides called the Kings of Kerry. 1, 2, 3, hey! Thank you very much. Especially for Shane Brick down there, making feel at home, the Kings of Kerry there. So, nice, Shaney, bye. If you were from Kilkenny, you'd have about 10 on Ireland, Shane. Right, we're going to finish up with this one, I'd say. Unless Mike wants us to play more. It's totally up to you now, Mike. This is one you can all sing along with, lads. It's a song called Wagon Wheels. So. And last night's crowd were brilliant. We saw hands in the air and clapping and everything, so I'm sure the crowd tonight will beat them, won't she? Yeah. Won't she? Come on, Tracton! Let's see those hands. Yeah!
And outside to
He's a headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get him home before the sun. Baby's gonna mind it, and I know she'll be only wanted it for that rally. Peace out, new life for me. Here we go, let's hear everybody. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel it. Hey, hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Unreal, keep going. You rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Well done, everybody. Fantastic singing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, Mike asked for one more song. Will you give Mary a ring and tell her I'm going to be late home again? That's the job. Right, we're going to finish up with this. We usually finish all our sets with this one. And it's one you can all sing along with. Everybody knows as well. It's called Tell Me Ma. So we'll get everybody clapping and singing again. That was amazing last time. Here we go. Tell me ma when I go home, the boys will leave the girls alone. My hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's a curtain, 1, 2, 3, please will you tell me who is she? Tell me ma when I go home, the boys will leave the girls alone. My hair and stole my comb, that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is a curtain, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock on the door and they're ringing the bell. Oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Johnny Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get the fellow in the rover. Hey! Tell me now when I go home, wives won't leave girls alone. Put my hair is going home, that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast. She's a curtain, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who? And the wind and the rain and the hail go high and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she goes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves them. Tell me now when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. My hair is going home, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast. She is important, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Thank you very much.
Michael just said we all deserve to go to Butler's after that. I think he was offering to buy us all a drink there as well. I think that's what I heard. Yeah. They're clapping in the background and everything for that one. So that brings the end of our show. I'm sure you'll all agree that the talent is just spectacular. From Rubik's Cubes to gymnastics to taekwondo to 6-year-olds saying poems and drama and honestly, the list is just endless. And that's thanks to all of you in the audience. I'm especially going to give a call out to my own mother, if that's okay. Michael managed to get a song played for his last night, and I didn't get to do that, but I do want to say thanks for giving us an appreciation when we were younger for drama and all things that were creative and the arts, I suppose, down through the years. And that goes out to all of the moms and the dads and the grandparents, because things like this don't happen on stage without somebody behind them driving them and taking them and encouraging them and nurturing that talent. So just please do keep that up. It's so important and will something that will stand to people for the rest of their lives. So thank you. Now, the final word of the night goes to none other than
Norma Collins, a very special lady whose vision this experience was. And I think the saying goes that without a vision without a plan is really just a dream. But Norma had more than the vision. She had a plan, and she has executed that plan now for the second year and has built on the success of last year. And we're all indebted to Norma for enabling this event to happen tonight. So the last word of the evening goes to Norma.
Well, thank you, Barbara Ann, but I definitely can't take credit. The credit would definitely have to go to my dad because it was his idea and we just made it come together. And it doesn't happen without a team, and I had a serious team behind me. So I do apologise that my voice is gone, but I just want to say a few thank yous because it's so important that I do. But a massive congratulations to all our performers today. I mean, without you, there wouldn't be a Tracton's Got Talent. Thanks to all their family and friends for coming to support them and to also help us raise money for a wonderful arts centre and much needed funds for the homeless drive. To everyone who made the restoration of this building possible, on the cost team and those who are presently running the centre, making it the happening hub that it is today. To our newly selected Tracton's Got Talent committee, I'm not sure if they originally volunteered for their positions, but I've been playing a blinder ever since. Any challenge is so much easier to face when the tasks are shared, and this team will give everything to any project they sign up for. So please, I need you to give a round of applause and a big thank you to Maeve Pickett, Barbara Ann Richardson, Catherine McCarthy and Breda Good. I also have to mention my brother Derry, who has helped an awful lot behind the scenes as well in putting this together. He didn't want to be mentioned, but he's not here tonight to stop me. To our very talented MCs, Michael Pickett and Barbara Ann, who made the show all the more enjoyable by joining forces. All the help from the crew at the centre. Unfortunately, our usual contact, Angela, who ensures everything runs smoothly, couldn't be here tonight due to a bereavement in the family, and is sadly missed. But it was left in the capable hands of Niall, who organised the set-up equipment and also helping out in the sound system and live stream today for the event. Well, I should say recorded live stream, which will be sent out. And also to ensure that rehearsals went well on Friday, and we had so many turn up to do a rehearsal beforehand. I have to say, Hazel Burton was also, who also offered incredible support in Angie's absence, not just on ticket sales for the event, but for the technical issues that we encountered behind the scenes on the run up to it. Now, I know when I opened these pages last night, everyone got worried because there's a lot of pages, but it's really in big print, I promise. So we are coming to the end of the thank yous. But a thanks to the Tracton Community Council, who have always offered support to any of our community projects, especially Helen O'Dowd, who's always willing to help in any way. So much so that she was going to sing today, but unfortunately last minute commitments didn't allow this to happen. So hopefully we'll have her next year instead. A massive thanks to both schools, Scoil na Fanon and Scoil na Manach, because again, they have been so supportive of this show and have put a lot of valuable time into their pupils to produce such amazing performances as we've had today and last night. Also, most are used to performing at a competitive level. It's great for them to get on stage as well and showcase their talent without having a judging panel. I need to say thanks to Elaine Gannan, who gave us a loan of her keyboard again this year for performances, and although she couldn't be here tonight, she still sent a contribution towards our fundraisers. All the athletics club, who volunteered and begged for the refreshment break, where all the proceeds go straight to the homeless drive. And thank you all for giving so generously. I mean, in fairness to the athletics club, whenever you ask them to bake, it's always like so much effort goes into it. You know, there really is a lovely display of food sent in, and I can only judge it on last night, but it was incredible that we nearly made €500 for the homeless drive based on last night's generosity. So like that's just incredible in itself. Without the volunteers from all these groups who support the community in every way they can, events like these could not possibly even happen or run as smoothly. I want to say thank you for the sponsorship from McCarthy Quality Homes for the poster positioned on the GA grounds. It's so much appreciated, and who are always the first to offer to sponsor at any community event. Again, a thank you to the News Sheet for promoting our show on their 2 monthly editions, and to Eileen McGough for organising the physical tickets for the shop. Thanks to Jacinta and all her Excel staff for looking after the sale of those tickets for us too. A special mention really has to go to Maeve Pickett for agreeing to perform under duress as there is an unwritten rule that one organiser must perform at the show. I know now Catherine and Breda are behind fighting over who's going to be up there to do that next. But she has certainly risen the bar so much higher than we could have imagined. So maybe we'll have to rethink that rule. But we certainly can't be encouraging others to do something that we wouldn't be willing to do ourselves. Last, but certainly not least, Michael O'Connor, our sound engineer, who did an incredible job last night and today. He took over from his uncle Cormac, who was with us last year, and is every bit as professional. Cormac has always been behind us ever since we took on this project last year, and it's great to see his nephew now on board as well. They made sure that we got this recording done today, so don't worry, we'll have a live stream ready for that, hopefully in a few days. And it should be available to purchase online, but don't worry, all performers will automatically get a complimentary copy of the link, and that will be sent out. So I really hope you enjoyed your day and that you were well entertained. See you back here next year for Tracton's Got Talent 2024.